It's the NBA brought to you by 2K Sports on this very special Easter Sunday. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight reporting Allie LaForce. It's the Denver Nuggets facing the New Orleans Pelicans. Here's Man. Pass to Brown. So tonight, Clark, we expect lots of open court situations.
Kevin, you're exactly right. I mean, these are two of the best fast break teams in the league. So I hope you brought your fast-paced vocal cords for this one, buddy.
Halliburton outside. Now, Misi. Just 5 on the clock. And shot on the way. To the paint. Here's Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
You know what? When you allow Grant to get close to the rim, you risk seeing him give you a facial right in your grill.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Man. Pass to Bridges. Here's the 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Barnes outside. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Outside, White. Fires from deep. Second chance shot. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play, making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
Now here's Brown. Man in the corner. Back to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
Here's Barnes. Bounce pass, Halliburton. 14 feet away. Banchero, that's good.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
This past postseason, the Nuggets, Clark, were a part of 2 thrilling Game 7 series.
Yes, indeed they were. They beat the Clippers in the first round and then fell to the Thunder in a very competitive series and ended up giving the eventual NBA champs their toughest test of the postseason.
Takes the 13-footer. The Nuggets trail. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Willie Green and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Right away, we got to talking about Jaylen Brown, and he said he's going to make trouble for us, but with strong coverage and fast rotations, I think we'll do a good job limiting his production. Some confident words from Coach on how they'll slow down Brown's output tonight. Back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
As fast as lightning, Halliburton gets it and shoots it in a matter of nanoseconds.
Brown outside. And another miss by Denver. New Orleans leading by 5. Here's Halliburton. And the rejection by Claxton. Pass to Man. Banchero brings the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Barnes with it. No scoring in this one. It's White on the wing. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Brown outside. Driving inside. It's good.
And, you know, really, guys, Brown is very talented. knocking down shots, even when getting hit.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
So it's Denver now. After Tyrese Halliburton was able to get the triple. Back to man. Clock at 6. From 20 feet out. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Pass to Banchero. Now here's White. Banchero, right side. Again, the Pelicans score.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Timeout.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Group substitution here for New Orleans. Pass to Brown. To the middle. Here's Claxton. Ties it from 19. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Well, that demonstrates how lethal man is shooting the basketball. He's ready to fire as soon as it's in his hand.
Here's Dillingham. There's the screen. Down low. And it's Miller with the jam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Brown. Here's Mann. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
3 points.
Mann's got 5 points so far.
Well, I tell you, the confidence he's launching these threes with, very impressive for Trey Mann. He's effective from out there now.
Out to Powell. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Pelicans lead by 10. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Mann. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Now here is Carter. Here he goes. And then Carter with the jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Here's Barnes.
Denver.
Hasn't made one yet. On defense, Denver. Trailing here by 8. Here's Dillingham.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, making them count in the early going here.
2 minutes remaining.
Adams brings the double team. There's Vucevic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Steven Adams picks one up.
Boy, just a perfect, I mean perfect shot fake from Vucevic.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pelicans.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
The Nuggets moving the ball around. Powell with the steal. .133 left in the first. Here's Dillingham. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. 1:22 left in the first quarter. Denver shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game. He misses the free throw. And new leadership for the Pelicans. Greg looking to create a tough, no-excuses mindset.
And at the risk of making excuses, injuries are what held this team back last season. So some of that toughness might be best reflected in their ability to just stay on the court.
Powell outside. Clock at 4. Good work defensively by Carter.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
To stop the drought, Denver grabs the miss. Now, man. He gets it up, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for the New Orleans Pelicans. He notched 8 points in the quarter. Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here, as we get underway once again. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Pelicans leading by 4. Shot from 12. And Vucevic pulls it down. The Nuggets trail by 4. Carter outside. Pass to man. Back to Carter. Brown outside. Shoots it. Here's Vucevic. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton is so key for this team. He said, quote, "I think the biggest pressure I've ever had in my entire life is from myself. When I'm at my best is when I'm having fun and really competing on a nightly basis. I have to show up every day with a smile on my face and bring my infectious personality." Guys, back to you.
He sets the tone. Okay, Allie, thanks. Here's Vucevic, and he hits it to tie the game up.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
A nice shot by Reed.
Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber.
Pass to Carter. Now, man. Now Brown. Picked by Vucevic. Just his first attempt. And it's Halliburton with the rebound. New Orleans leading by 3. And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
And Carroll, that's good.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Now here is Carter. Over in the corner, Brown. The shot by Carter, nobody around. Second chance effort, and the layup is good. Vucevic has got 4 points this quarter.
Establish his position with a strong base. You got to box out Vucevic better than that.
Banchero with the screen. To the inside. Out left of the wing. Here's Halliburton. And it's Denver with the rebound.
You know, his touch just has not been there tonight. You wonder how big their lead would be if he was hot.
It's Brown with the drive. Launches it from deep. Vucevic. And that one is stuffed right through.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. The Pelicans leading. Inside. White, good. White's got 5 points so far.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Man with it. He has 5. And it's Brown missing.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
Back to Barnes. Pass to Messi. It's White on the wing. New Orleans moving the ball around. And that one's good, Barnes.
Barnes, so physical inside. He can beat you down there as well.
Here's Man. To the middle. Here's Claxton. Messi grabs the rebound.
I thought he had that one. I think he did too.
Outside, White. Out to the wing. For the three. Sinks the three-pointer. And now it's a 9-point Pelican lead.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Man. Over in the corner, Claxton. Shot to stop the run. And it's finished off by Grant as he lays it in. And it's 6 points for Jeremy Grant.
The superb work ethic of Grant. My, what a nice, soft touch inside.
Pass to Barnes. Out to White. There's the triple. That one doesn't go. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull up, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
From downtown, good on the triple.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
on the wing, Brown. Shoots over White. And another miss by Denver.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Barnes, left side. Sweet little floater. And now it's a 12-point Pelican lead.
Appears like he's found his footing here in the second quarter. Much more efficient.
Pass to Brown. There's a screen. Back to man. From the arc. And it's White with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Cracks in the tray. He's got 6.
Just playing with poise and confidence. And they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Grant with the ball. Defended by Adams. And stolen by Barnes. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Pelicans shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
Adams outside. High, arcing shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 18.
He's done a nice job, a great job, actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Barnes outside. Pass to White. To the wing right side. Second shot opportunity. Good defense by Claxton. The Nuggets trailed by 18. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. To the paint. It's stolen by Adams. The Pelicans have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
It didn't take long for White to distinguish himself in the league. He's a really good ball handler, and he's got some good moves, too.
New Orleans leading by 19. Halliburton outside. Three-pointer. 6 to shoot. There's the 3. Here's Messi. Bucket is good.
Really strong rebounding on the interior. He gets the easy putback.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And, guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
And the Pelicans making a change here. On the free throw, no good. On the wing, man. And Miller with the block. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Pass to Dillingham. Back to Halliburton. They set the pick. Down low. Bridges with the steal. Here's man. On the wing, Bridges. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. To the inside. In the corner, Dillingham with it. Puts it up from 12. Denver grabs the miss. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks in Milwaukee. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Brown outside. The rebound by Halliburton. New Orleans leading by 21. Tyrese Halliburton really is just a tremendous passer, Clark. He loves setting guys up.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, that's where he's at his most effective and happiest as a player, it seems. He takes great pride and joy in distributing the ball and running the show for his team. And some might even criticize him for being too selfless at times for the ability he has to score the ball himself.
It's blocked, and they're able to recover. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Well, I tell you, I think Grant's athleticism was what allowed him to win out there.
That's tipped. He takes it in. Pass to Bridges. Denver passing it around. Brown deciding where to go with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From past the arc. That shot, no good.
His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that.
Halliburton in the corner. Here's Messi. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Well, he's a really good shooter. Got a good look from medium range, and I think they'll go back to that.
Pass to Brown. Kick by Bridges. And it's Brown missing. New Orleans leading by 22. Miller outside. To the right side. Halliburton outside. Shoots over man. Out to Miller. The tray. And the Pelicans miss again.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Brown outside. Pass to man. A 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Man's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. For the Nuggets. Pelicans leading by 19 points. Pass to Banchero. With the fadeaway. Yep, it counts. Banchero's got 11.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Now Jackson Davis. Reed covering. Here's Branham. No good with the layup. And here's Banchero. He's got 11. Outside, White. That 3 off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 21. Pass to Branham. For 3. And it's Reed pulling it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Banchero for 3. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
A promising sign of things to come with Banchero. Clearly somebody you've got to be excited about.
Pass to Jackson Davis. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Assist roll.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
Back to White. Fires the three. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
Boy, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
Pass to man. Outside, Jones. Here's Vukcevic. He's covered by Banchero. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over for the Nuggets.
Substitution on the court.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
It's Powell with the drive. Off with the layup. And we saw last season the Nuggets, GA, in the final week of the regular season, making a coaching change and a shift in their front office.
A pretty rare situation. Seemed like there'd been a power struggle, and rather than choosing sides, the decision was to just make a fresh start.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Here's Man. 8 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Denver needs to get off his shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Goes up on the wing. Banchero drives the double. Stolen by Carter. Pass to Man. Driving to the basket. Just 4 to shoot. And again, Denver no good. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Pelicans. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Screen by Adams. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, it was a lost season for the New Orleans Pelicans. Continued injury troubles derailing a team that, when healthy, looked capable of a top seed, leaving some wondering whether a curse needed lifting. But with some draft help and a still talented roster, the hope is this will be the year. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Bridges. Then jammed down as he goes right over Paolo Banchero.
Ooh-wee. And that is why Bridges is considered a premier dunker.
Bounce pass, Halliburton. Pass to Banchero. From 15 feet away, and Vukcevic pulls it down. Carter looking around. Now, Man. Shot, high post, and the jumper falls for him. Man's got 5 points in the quarter.
Man's game is versatile, so he gives himself options. He's got a variety of places he can score from and is comfortable with.
Here's Halliburton, and hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Paolo Banchero getting it done for the New Orleans Pelicans. He's been a major threat from three-point.
39.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Now Brown. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Now, here is Halliburton. Right side, White. Powell outside. 4 on the clock. Carter pulls it in. Pass to Brown. And here's Vucevic. Over Reed. Shoots a fader. Now here's Vucevic. Goes back up. No good at the rim. Halliburton with it. And it's Barnes at the elbow. Floats one. And Halliburton with the layup. Halliburton's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Pelicans. Brown outside. And it's Derek White with the rebound.
He took it up strong, but the defense was ready for it.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Pass to Halliburton. And it's blocked. And they'll get another chance. Here's White. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here is Carter. Back to Brown. Picked by Vucevic. Goes up from the top of the key. Brown's shot is good.
And you can tell Brown has a mind for the game. Calls the pick and roll and works it to perfection.
Here's Barnes. To the middle. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And this kid has hops. Barnes gets airborne there and slams it down.
Pass to Carter. Brown outside. The kick out to Brown. Up again. And he drives in. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for New Orleans?
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
Now, man. Pass to Brown. And here is Bridges. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Powell with the steal. Now Reed. Now here's White. He's covered by Brown. And here's White. Launches a three. Here's Reed. No good off the front iron. Man with it. And for the NBA, anytime there's a blip in the ratings, Clark, you've got those who will begin to criticize the state of the game. Do you find any credence there?
I think in many cases it's a bit of an overreach, an attempt to try to define something simply that's more complex, to have a simple answer for a complex situation. I do think the league is very much on the right track in continuing to listen. Criticism and then evaluate them on their merit.
And here are the Pelicans now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Shot on the wing, and he nails the jumper.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
It's stolen by Banchero. It's stolen by Brown. Takes the three. Rebound by the Nuggets. Now here's Jones. And the turnover again by Denver.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Here's Brown. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Boy, excellent vision that time by Bridges to be able to make that pass. Really good, unselfish play there.
Barnes, bounce pass. Jacks up a three. Pelicans keep it alive. It's stolen. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Fade away. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And the Nuggets making a change here. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Here's Jones. Inside. Jackson Davis. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
Pass to Dillingham. To the left wing. A three ball. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Outside, Jones takes it inside, and they pick up 2. Jones has got his first 2 points of the night.
huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
Pass to man. 5 on the clock. The 19-foot shot. It doesn't go for him.
Poor defense for sure, but the offense was worse.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pelicans.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Paolo Banchero.
What's left to say about his performance? I mean, the fans definitely got their money's worth. Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Now, man. From deep. The putback.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well.